Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Karina. I'm gonna be doing a little story time on a teacher that I had in high school who tried to convince me that I made a big mistake by graduating early. When I was about 16, almost going on 17, I started going to college. I started basically a year before the rest of my friends went to college, and by the time prom was gonna roll around, I went back to my high school to say hi to my favorite teachers and to check in, see my friends, and to basically show support. And I rolled around to this one teacher that I had as a business after school program, and she told me that I had made a really big mistake. She said that I essentially was missing out on a huge part of my adolescence and that I should have stayed in high school. I shouldn't have graduated early and gone to college. And I thought that was the weirdest and most shocking thing that an educator would say to a student, especially because their role is supposed to be to support you and to encourage you to be better, to learn, to strive, to do great things. And the fact that she was telling me that I should have stayed in my lane and done things as everyone else does them, I thought that was really out of place. So she was basically telling me that I was gonna miss out on going to prom and doing basically all of the fun things like the senior prank and all of the things that you get to do as a senior. And don't get me wrong, I really do wish that I'd gotten a chance to do like the senior prank and like senior skip day, but I did get to go to prom, and that was what mattered to me the most, to go to this dance and to be with my friends and to celebrate the end of an era, more or less. Prom was really cool, except for the fact that my date disappeared. He came to the spot where we were gonna take pictures. We went to one of my friends' place, and that's where the party bus was gonna pick us up. And he showed up. He was on the basketball team. You'll see why that's important in a second. So we went to her house. He showed up, and he looked completely fine. Like, he looked great. He had his corsage. He brought me my corsage. We had a little moment, and then he said he wasn't gonna come on the party bus with us. He left, and we didn't see him again. I texted him, "Hey John, what's up? Where are you at?" And he didn't answer for like 2 or 3 hours. Prom started, we got on the dance floor, we even started eating, and people were asking me all night like, "Hey Karina, where's John?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then eventually I got a message from him. I sprained my ankle playing basketball, and I just wanted to show up for the pictures. I thought I was gonna come to prom after, but I'm really not feeling good, so I digress. He didn't show up to prom, but I had a really good time with the rest of my friends, so I got to do prom. That was cool. And so I just continued college, and after college I moved abroad. I went to school in Paris, and I could never stop thinking about the fact that she so rudely told me that I shouldn't have graduated early and that I should have stayed, and that it was a really big mistake. And in the back of my head, I just kept telling myself that I needed to prove her wrong and prove to myself that what she said wasn't true and that I really did make the right decision. When I was furthering my education, I knew that I was doing the right thing. When you're faced with someone who tells you that what you're doing isn't right, and you know that it's going to help you mentally, you know it's gonna help you financially too in the end, because you're gonna save money by doing things a little bit faster. You might have to put money up front, but in the end, I mean, you're saving yourself time, and time is money. You can only win by starting your passions earlier in life and getting more time to do what you love. In the end, as long as you know what matters to you, as long as you listen to the right voices and you keep a support system that keeps you in check, that pushes you, that motivates you, that keeps you hungry, strive for what you want to achieve. I had the chance to go back to my high school after a couple of years. I completed my bachelor's, I did my master's. It was such a good feeling to tell her, hey, look, here are the things that I've been able to do because I left school early. And I didn't leave school to go run amok. I left school for educational advancement. And then she said, oh no, Karina, you know, you completely misunderstood me. I didn't mean that you shouldn't have graduated early. I just meant that, you know, you would have had a lot of fun staying. And you know what? People always, they like to run back on their words when they realize that they've said something that they shouldn't have said. It stayed with me, but I was really happy that I confronted her and that I told her that she essentially shouldn't say that to other people, because if someone doesn't have a support system that will lift them up and that will reinforce positive values, then they could be hurt by words like that. You have to remember that in order to get to where you want to be, like, you can dream big, but in order to get there, you have to put in the work. And even if you're putting in the work today and you're not seeing results today, the work that you've done will pay off eventually. It will pay off. You just have to keep going. Drive those results. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.